What if I told you that a simple penny, a coin worth just 1 cent, could actually be worth thousands, or even tens of thousands of dollars today? Most people don't even look at pennies anymore. They drop them in jars, leave them on the ground, or throw them away. But what if one specific Lincoln penny from 1974 is hiding a secret that collectors are willing to pay big money for? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you might look at every penny in your pocket very differently. What is the 1974 Lincoln penny? 1:30 to 5 o'clock. The 1974 Lincoln penny is part of the Lincoln Memorial Cent series, designed by Victor D. Brenner. Basic details. Year: 1974. Face value: 1 cent. Designer: Victor D. Brenner. Metal composition: 95% copper, 5% zinc. Weight: 3.11 grams. On the front, you see Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. On the back, you see the Lincoln Memorial, a symbol of American history and unity. At first glance, this coin looks very common. Millions were made. So why would anyone pay big money for it? That's where the story gets interesting. Factory: how many 1974 pennies were made? 5 to 8 o'clock. In 1974, the U.S. Mint produced pennies at 3 different locations. Round Pushpin, Philadelphia. Mint: over 4.2 billion coins minted. No mint mark. Round Pushpin, Denver. Mint marked with a D. Over 4 billion coins. Round Pushpin, San Francisco. Mint mostly proof coins marked with an S. With numbers this high, you might think, there's no way this coin can be rare. And normally, you'd be right. But rarity is not always about quantity. Sometimes, rarity is about mistakes. Warning: what went wrong in 1974? 8 to 1300 hours. In the early 1970s, the U.S. Mint was under massive pressure. Inflation was rising, copper prices were unstable, the Mint was producing coins fast, and when things move fast, mistakes happen. This is exactly why certain 1974 Lincoln pennies are now worth big money. Collision: most valuable 1974 Lincoln penny errors. 13 to 2200 hours. Red circle 1. 1974 aluminum penny. Extremely rare. This is the holy grail. In 1974, the U.S. Mint experimented with aluminum pennies to save money. A small number were struck, and officially, they were never supposed to leave the mint, but a few did. Why it's valuable? Wrong metal. Experimental coin almost impossible to find. Money bag estimated value. Backhand index pointing right, $50,000 to over $250,000. If authenticated, red circle 2. Double die obverse, DDO. This error shows doubling on liberty. In God we trust. Lincoln's date: this happened when the die was misaligned during minting. Money bag market value. Backhand index pointing right, $200 to $3,000 plus depending on condition. Red circle 3. Off-center strike. Some 1974 pennies were struck off-center, meaning part of the design is missing. Collectors love visible errors. Money bag market value. Backhand index pointing right, $100. $1. 500 plus. Red circle 4. Broad strike error. The coin was struck without a proper collar. causing it to spread out. Money bag market value. Backhand index pointing right $150. $1,000 plus red circle 5. Clipped planchet. A piece of the coin is missing due to a cutting error. Money bag market value. Backhand index pointing right $75. $800 plus bar chart condition matters. Grade equals money. 2200 hours. 26:00. Here's the truth most people don't know. Two identical 1974 pennies can have a huge price difference. Why? Condition. Coin grading scale. Circulated equals low value, uncirculated equals higher value. MS65 or higher equals big money. 1974 penny graded MS67 read by PCGS or NGCS sold for thousands of dollars at auction. Collectors pay for. Bright red color, sharp details. No. Where bank real auction sales. 26:00. 29:00. Some verified auction results include 1974 D penny in MS67 condition $4,000 plus error coins $10,000 plus experimental aluminum cent 6 figures. This is not speculation. This is real collector money. Eyes how to check if you have a valuable 1/29:00, 32:00. Grab a magnifying glass and check. 1. Date clearly says 19742. Look for mint marks, D or S. 3. Check for doubling. 4. Check weight. Aluminum is much lighter. 5. Look for missing metal or off-center strikes if you think you found something special. Do not clean it, get it professionally graded. Exploding head. Why collectors pay so much. 32:00, 34:00. Collectors don't just buy coins. They buy history, mistakes, stories, scarcity. A rare 1974 Lincoln penny represents a turning point in U.S. coin history, a failed experiment, a mistake that escaped the mint. And mistakes are priceless. So next time you see a penny on the ground, don't ignore it, because that tiny coin could be worth more than you ever imagined. What if I told you that a penny from 1977, a coin almost everyone ignores, could actually be worth hundreds, thousands, or even more? Most people think only very old coins are valuable, but sometimes it's not the age. It's what went wrong at the U.S. Mint. Today, I'm going to show you why certain 1977 Lincoln pennies are selling for big money, what mistakes made them rare, and how you can check if you might already own one. Don't skip this video, because this penny might be closer to you than you think. What is the 1977 Lincoln penny? 1:30 to 5 o'clock. The 1977 Lincoln penny is part of the Lincoln Memorial Cent series, one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history. Basic coin information. Year: 1977. Denomination: 1 cent. Designer: Victor D. Brenner. Obverse: Abraham Lincoln. Reverse: Lincoln Memorial. Composition: 95% copper, 5% zinc. Weight: 3.11 grams. At first glance, the 1977 penny looks ordinary. But collectors know something most people don't. Not all 1977 pennies are the same. Factory: how many 1977 pennies were made? 5 to 8 o'clock. In 1977, pennies were struck at 3 U.S. mints. Round pushpin: Philadelphia Mint. No mint mark. Over 4.4 billion coins. Round pushpin: Denver Mint. D. Mint mark. Over 4.1 billion coins. Round pushpin: San Francisco Mint. S. Proof: coins for collectors with billions made. The coin itself is common. So why would anyone pay big money? Because rarity is not about how many were made, it's about how many survive perfect or wrong. Warning: what was happening at the U.S. Mint in 1977? 8 to 12 o'clock. The late 1970s were chaotic for the U.S. Mint. Massive coin demand, aging minting equipment, high-speed production, less quality control than today. Coins were being produced fast. And when speed increases, errors increase. This is exactly why certain 1977 Lincoln pennies are now highly collectible. Collision: most valuable 1977 Lincoln penny errors. 12 to 2200 hours. Red circle 1. 1977 double die-obverse DDO. This is the most important error to look for. You may see strong doubling on Liberty. In God we trust. The date: 1977. This error happened when the coin die received multiple misaligned impressions. Money bag value range. Backhand index pointing right $250, $3, 500 plus, depending on strength and condition. Red circle 2. Off-center strike error. Some 1977 pennies were struck off-center, leaving part of the design missing. The more dramatic the error, the more collectors pay. Money bag value range. Backhand index pointing right $100, $2, 000 plus. Red circle 3. Broad strike error. This occurs when the coin is struck without a collar, causing it to spread wider than normal. Collectors love how obvious this error looks. Money bag value range. Backhand index pointing right $150, $1, 200 plus. Red circle 4. Clipped planchet error. A portion of the coin is missing because the metal strip was cut incorrectly. Money bag value range. Backhand index pointing right $75, $1, 000 plus. Red circle 5. Wrong planchet / thin planchet errors. Some pennies were struck on thin planchets. Incorrect copper blanks. These are rare and must be authenticated. Money bag value range. Backhand index pointing right $500, $5, 000 plus. Bar chart condition. The biggest price factor, 2200 hours, 26:00. Here's something shocking. A regular 1977 penny in your pocket might be worth 1 cent, but the same penny, in perfect condition, can be worth thousands. Coin grading explained. Circulated equals low value, uncirculated equals higher value. MS66/MS67 red equals big money. A 1977 penny graded MS67 red has sold for $3,000 to $6,000 plus at auction. Why? Perfect strike full red color 0 were bank real market and auction prices. 26:00, 29:00. Verified collector sales include 1977 DMS 67 red $4, 000 plus strong DDO errors $2. 500 plus rare planchet errors $5. 000 plus collectors are not gambling. They are paying for. Certified rarity historical mint mistakes perfect condition survivors magnifying glass tilted left how to check your 1977 penny 29:00 32:00. Here's what to do right now. 1. Check the date. Must be 19,772. Look for mint mark D or S. 3. Use magnification 4. Look for doubling 5. Check weight 3.11 G standard 6. Look for missing metal or unusual shape warning important. Do not clean the coin. Cleaning destroys value. Get professional grading, PCGS or NGC. Thinking face why collectors pay big money. 32:00 34:00. Collectors aren't buying pennies. They're buying mint errors. Near perfect survivors history scarcity. A rare 1977 Lincoln penny represents high-speed minting era mistakes. Coins that shouldn't exist in that form. A moment when perfection failed and when the mint makes mistakes, collectors make money. The next time you see a penny, don't ignore it, because that tiny copper coin might be worth more than your phone. What if I told you that a penny from 1998, a coin many people still have today, could be worth thousands, or even tens of thousands of dollars? Most people believe only very old coins are valuable, but the truth is, some of the most valuable Lincoln pennies are modern coins. And today, I'm going to reveal what happened at the U.S. Mint in 1998, which rare mistakes turned an ordinary penny into a collector's dream, and how you can check if you might already own one. Don't blink, because this penny could be hiding in plain sight. What is the 1998 Lincoln penny? 1:30 to 5 o'clock. The 1998 Lincoln penny belongs to the Lincoln Memorial Cent series, a design that ran from 1959 to 2008. Basic coin information. Year 1998. Denomination 1 cent. Designer Victor D. Brenner. Obverse Abraham Lincoln. Reverse Lincoln Memorial. Composition 97.5% zinc, 2.5% copper. Copper-plated zinc. Weight 2.50 grams. At first glance, this coin looks ordinary, but collectors know something important. Backhand index pointing right. 1998 was a transition era coin, and transition years create errors. Factory. How many 1998 pennies were made? 5 to 8 o'clock. In 1998, pennies were minted at 3 U.S. Mint locations. Round Pushpin, Philadelphia Mint. No mint mark. Over 5 billion coins. Round Pushpin, Denver Mint. D. Mint mark. Over 4.4 billion coins. Round Pushpin, San Francisco Mint. S. Proof coins for collectors only with billions made. The coin itself is common. So why are some worth big money? Because not all 1998 pennies were struck correctly. Warning: what was happening at the U.S. Mint in 1998. 8 to 12 o'clock. In the late 1990s, the U.S. Mint faced extremely high coin demand. Automated High-speed presses copper-plated zinc blanks that were prone to defect size being reused longer than ideal. This created the perfect storm for rare errors. And one mistake from 1998 became legendary. Collision, the most famous 1998 Lincoln penny error, 12 to 1700 hours. Res Circle 1998. Wide AM, penny, the big one. This is the error that made 1998 pennies famous. On normal circulation pennies, the letters A and M in America on the reverse are very close together, but on some 1998 pennies, backhand index pointing right, the A and M are clearly separated. This happened because a proof reverse die was accidentally used on circulation coins. This error was not supposed to exist. Why it's valuable? Wrong die, extremely limited, easily visible, highly demanded money bag, market value. Circulated $300, $1. 500 uncirculated $2,000, $5. 000 plus high grade examples $10. 000 plus collision. Other valuable 1998 Lincoln penny errors 17 to 2300 hours. Red Circle 1. Double die obverse, DDO. Look for doubling on Liberty. In God we trust. The date 1998. Money bag value range. Backhand index pointing right, $200, $3. 000 plus. Res Circle 2. Off-center strike part of the design is missing due to misalignment. Collectors love dramatic errors. Money bag value range. Backhand index pointing right, $100, $2. 000 plus. Res Circle 3. Broad strike error, coin struck without a retaining collar, causing it to spread wider. Money bag value range. Backhand index pointing right, $150, $1. 200 plus. Res Circle 4. Clipped planchet error, a section of the coin is missing. Money bag value range. Backhand index pointing right, $75, $1. 000 plus. Res Circle 5. Wrong planchet error, some pennies were struck on foreign blanks, experimental or incorrect metal. Money bag value range. Backhand index pointing right, $1,000, $8. 000 plus. Bar chart condition equals price multiplier 2300 hours 27:00. Here's the reality. A normal 1998 penny in circulation is worth 1 cent, but the same coin, uncirculated full red color scratches, can be worth thousands. Grading breakdown. Circulated low value, uncirculated medium value. MS67/MS68 red big money. 1998 wide AM penny graded MS68 red has sold for over $10,000. Bank real auction and market sales 27:00, 30:00. Verified collector results include 1998 wide AM $5, 000 plus high grade regular strikes $3, 000 plus error pennies $6,000, $12, 000 collectors are paying for. Certified authenticity, rare mint mistakes, exceptional condition, magnifying glass tilted left. How to check your 1998 penny. 30:00, 33:00. Do this carefully. 1. Confirm the date. 19982. Look at America on the reverse 3. Check if A and M are separated 4. Use magnification 5. Check weight 2.50 G standard 6. Look for doubling or odd shape warning important. Do not clean the coin. Cleaning destroys value. Get professional grading, PCGS or NGC. Thinking face why collectors pay so much. 33:00, 34:30. Collectors don't buy pennies. They buy mistake scarcity history coins that shouldn't exist. The 1998 Lincoln penny tells a story. A modern coin, a proved die mistake, a rare survivor of a production error, and mistakes like this create legends. The next time you see a penny, don't ignore it, because that small copper-colored coin might be worth more than you ever imagined. What if I told you that a penny from 1981, a coin most people still ignore today, could be worth hundreds, thousands, or even more? Most people believe only very old coins are valuable, but sometimes it's not about age. It's about what changed, what went wrong, and what survived. Today, I'll reveal why certain 1981 Lincoln pennies are selling for big money, what mistakes made them rare, and how you can check if you already own one. Watch till the end, because this penny is far more important than it looks. What is the 1981 Lincoln penny? 1:30 to 5 o'clock. The 1981 Lincoln penny is part of the Lincoln Memorial Cent series, one of the most collected coin series in U.S. history. Basic coin information. Year 1981. Denomination 1 cent. Designer Victor D. Brenner. Obverse Abraham Lincoln. Reverse Lincoln Memorial. Composition 95% copper, 5% zinc. Weight 3.11 grams. At first glance, this penny looks completely ordinary, but collectors know something critical. Backhand index pointing right. 1981 was one of the last years of full copper Lincoln pennies, and that alone makes it historically important. Factory. How many 1981 pennies were made? 5 to 8 o'clock. In 1981, pennies were minted at 3 locations. Round Pushpin, Philadelphia Mint. No mint mark. Over 4.7 billion coins. Round Pushpin, Denver Mint. D. Over 4.3 billion coins. Round Pushpin, San Francisco Mint. S. Proof coins only with billions produced. The coin itself is common. So why are some 1981 pennies worth big money? Because 1981 was a transition year, and transition years create rarity. Warning: what was happening at the U.S. Mint in 1981? 8 to 12 o'clock. In the early 1980s, the U.S. Mint faced serious problems. Rising copper prices, coins costing more to make than their face value, pressure to change metal composition, old dies being reused aggressively. The Mint was preparing to switch pennies from solid copper to copper-plated zinc. That change officially happened in 1982. In 1981. Equipment was stressed, dies were overused, quality control dropped, backhand index pointing right, perfect conditions for rare errors. Collision: most valuable 1981 Lincoln penny errors. 12 o'clock. 2200 hours, red circle 1. 1981 double die obverse DDO. This is the most searched error. Look closely at Liberty. In God we trust. The date 1981. You may see clear doubling. Money bag market value. Circulated $150, $500 uncirculated, $1,000, $3, 500 plus red circle 2. Off-center strike error. Some 1981 pennies were struck off-center, leaving part of the design missing. The more off-center, the higher the value. Money bag market value. Backhand index pointing right $100, $2, 000 plus red circle 3. Broad strike error. The coin spreads wider than normal because it was struck without a collar. Collectors love dramatic visual errors. Money bag market value. Backhand index pointing right $150, $1, 500 plus red circle 4. Clipped planchet error. A section of the coin is missing due to a metal cutting mistake. Money bag market value. Backhand index pointing right $75, $1, 200 plus red circle 5. Wrong planchet error. Extremely rare. A few 1981 pennies were struck on experimental blanks. Incorrect metal planchets. These must be authenticated. Money bag market value. Backhand index pointing right $2,000, $10, 000 plus bar chart condition equals value multiplier 2200 hours 26:00. Here's a shocking fact. Two identical 1981 pennies can have a price difference of thousands of dollars. Why? Condition. Grading explained. Circulated low value, uncirculated higher value. MS66/MS67 red big munion 1981 penny graded. MS67 red has sold for $3,000 to $6,000 plus. Collectors pay for. Bright red copper color, sharp details. 0 were bank real auction and market sales. 26:00, 29:00. Verified sales show. 1981 DMS 67 red $4, 000 plus strong DDO errors $2, 500 plus rare planchet errors $8, 000 plus. This is real collector money. Magnifying glass tilted left. How to check your 1981 penny. 29:00, 32:00. Here's what to do. 1. Confirm the date 19812. Look for mint mark D or S. 3. Use magnification 4. Look for doubling 5. Weigh the coin 3.11 g. 6. Check for missing metal or unusual shape. Warning: important rule. Never clean the coin. Cleaning destroys value instantly. Use PCGS or NGC for grading. Thinking phase. Why collectors pay big money. 32:00, 34:00. Collectors don't buy pennies. They buy end of era coins. Mint mistake. Scarcity history. The 1981 Lincoln penny represents the end of solid copper since a stress minting system. Errors that should never have existed and coins that shouldn't exist are the ones collectors want the most. The next time you see a penny, don't ignore it. because that small copper coin might be worth more than you think.